better tighten up. Tightened up. Y'all better tighten up.
What's up, guys? Tight Lifestyle with Big Drew.
Tight Lifestyle. It's Friday. I'm ready to do it.
Yeah.
What do we got today? Let's get right to it.
Yeah, man. We got
Right
a lot of good stuff to cover with you guys. Self checkouts, right?
Yeah.
Apparel store now open. Live sports and what they used to be, right?
Yeah.
Cameras are everywhere. Glutathione. What do you do in your body to produce growth hormone? How is it produced? What can help you to raise these levels of growth hormone? What therapies like CJC 1295 we'll be discussing. Doing the right thing and the importance of that. I believe that's big.
Yeah.
Next generation, we got to teach them. Don't take the hit and just lay down.
Don't be a bee, in other words. Don't be a bee.
Don't be a
Yeah.
bee. So we're going to go over all this. So let's just get right into it. Let's go. Self-checkout, right?
Oh,
Nowadays, it's everywhere.
It's the most annoying thing ever. I get the concept of it, self-checkout. I get the concept of it.
Yeah.
But when you go into stores, and you guys know what store I'm talking about. It's typical. I'm not going to put names out there. But you know what store I'm talking about. When you go into stores and there's 40 registers, and I see 40 registers. None of them are open, but they have 10 self-checkout, and the self-checkout line is long.
Yeah.
You get to the front with your groceries or whatever you're buying,
Yeah.
and it's like you see a couple. The girl that's working, she's getting paid, just stand there like this,
Yep.
and all she's doing is pointing you where to go.
Yeah.
To scan your own food. Like I don't feel like punching in every time I gotta bag my own stuff. But if I'm working harder than she is, and she's getting paid to watch me do the job she should do or he should do.
It's true. It's true.
So last night I was just there last night and I was like, oh my god. I went to the store, self-check, same thing. Every register is closed. The lights aren't even on, and all the self-checkouts are open, and then there's lines. I'm just like, wow. And then the thing is, I could see if they don't have employees there.
Yeah.
But the employees are just standing around directing the lines, like at the airport, where you're supposed to go.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, come on now.
It's crazy. So I agree with Big Drew. I see the problem that I think we've all seen in these places, and it's not just one. There's a number of them that do that. So, when you're going there and you have to check out your groceries yourself, should you get the discount? Is that why the food's discounted a little bit more? It's cheaper to shop there? Because all right, if you go into a grocery store here in Florida, right? It starts with a P, right?
Yeah.
You don't do self-checkout there. So there's somebody that's always bringing you out. There's somebody that's going to take the cart out to your car. I think that's what you're paying for. I think that extra. And the self-checkout thing, it's automation. The funny thing is even in one of the fast food restaurants, like they have the kiosk now.
Yeah.
Employees are directing them to the kiosk, and some of them, they don't care. They're like, ha ha ha, this is funny. What that's ultimately going to do is all those jobs are going to be canceled out because they only need one person, like you're saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Direct. You
the
go
job
here,
is making the machines. The job's making the machines.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I mean, they're going to have somebody that oversees and supervises that situation. And at that point, they got to pay less money to the people that should be there and are going to have a job. So, I mean, ultimately, that's going to affect them. So, the people that are working at these places should be the ones that are most concerned.
Right.
Because at that point, there should be at least 20 registers open. I mean, I don't know why they have 40 registers when they only use like maybe 5.
Yeah, right. And even on holidays, Christmas or Hanukkah, whatever you guys celebrate, you want to get gifts. It's like even those times they may have 5 registers open.
Yeah.
But I mean, they have 40. When are they ever going to utilize the 30 or 40 registers? And the thing is, just like what you said, like the guy at the register, he's like, all those people that work in there are now gone. 10 years ago, all those registers were full. People now they're gone.
Absolutely.
And the thing too with the apps now, it's like paper's going to be gone, which is good because it helps save the environment. More trees.
Absolutely.
Everything's paperless. I do everything paperless now too, so it's kind of like, I mean, everything is just, I don't know.
I mean, it's definitely better for the environment as far as that going paperless and stuff like that. So I'm all for that. As long as
the only thing is going to be if there's a major crash. What happens if the internet? What happens if electricity just goes out?
Like Y2K, like they're saying. Y2K,
yeah, I mean, there's no file cabinets anymore. Files is basically your swiping files. There's no cabinets.
Yeah.
So I mean, back in the day when the library, when there was a fire at the library and all this stuff gets damaged.
Yeah.
Nowadays, what happens if the computer or the internet gets?
It's crazy because everything's kept in cloud. So I don't know where all these clouds are at and all these servers and all this stuff because they got to be kept somewhere, like you said.
Yeah.
And somebody's got to know where some of this vital information is stored. So. And then cyber crimes or cyber terrorism. I mean, that's the biggest thing that people are worried about nowadays because if they can take over some of these different systems and machines, and they could really do some serious damage.
Yeah.
Think about it. I mean, launching nuclear warheads and stuff like that. I mean, it's pretty serious when you start talking about that. So it's definitely a concern. I don't know, man.
I'd be done without my phone.
Technology
I wouldn't know what to do.
yeah.
I wouldn't know what to do.
Well, think about when we were growing up, even so, like we didn't have cell phones, but when we started getting cell phones, or even before that, we memorized people's numbers.
Right.
I could literally tell you, like, 10 people that I used to know their phone number, like the back of my hand. And I probably still know their phone number to this day. To be honest with you, I'm thinking about it right now. But any phone numbers like going forward, like I really don't remember. Like now my Apple iPhone, like you do depend on.
All you do is swipe and press.
Another thing is that this is for my kids in school. So they are taught to use the calculator when before we were supposed to show our work. They don't do that no more. It's totally backwards and changed. So it's crazy the way the technology has taken over. So like I said for you, like the checking out thing, I mean, I guess it could be convenient if you only have one item. You don't want to wait in those big lines, but there should be people there, taking you and doing it. But
see, if I have a couple items, I don't mind. I actually like self-check. It's only a couple items. I just don't like to deal with the people. I can just go do it faster.
Right.
But when they only give you one option, self-checkout,
that's messed up.
They only give you one option. I mean, there should be almost like a light outside the store that says, no registers open or something like that. Because it's like you park. You got to do all this stuff to park. You got to get all the way in there. You get all your stuff, and then finally you get to the front, and then now you got to ring up your own stuff as people are standing around getting paid watching you.
It's like those ER boards, like 5-minute wait and stuff like that. They should have that for like these big box stores.
They're gonna
5-minute wait, 10-minute wait.
The Krispy Kreme light. The Krispy Kreme light. They're gonna have like a store light with the lights. All the registers are open. They're ringing people up. I don't have to ring it up to them.
Oh man, I mean,
like full service, self service.
It's gonna be crazy. I mean, drones are gonna be the future as far as that goes for delivery. Everything.
For delivery too?
For delivery. I mean, they've already got it where they've, some companies have already secured it. I believe Amazon's one of the first companies to secure, and UPS, the licensing for the drones to be able to fly. So they've already got the technology. They've already tested it out in some of these areas. So I think it's going to be in 2025 is what they said. Who knows? But
no one's outside anymore. That's the thing. Like just what you said. Like there's no UPS. The UPS is going to be the UPS drone.
That's it.
Like what's it going to be in 30 years from now? Like even your son Peter's gonna be like, I'm gonna get it buzzed over. What if they call it like the buzz? It just buzzes over something over. It's gonna be quick. We're gonna be like, back in the day, a guy in a brown outfit used to run up. We used to have to sign for.
No way. No way.
He's like, what? I'm like, it used to be a big box. They used to drive it to your house. Now it's just like,
it's definitely gonna be like that. I mean, we talk about some of the things that we went through with kids. Like I talked about that with my son. Like, we didn't have cell phones. We didn't have internet. We had like what? Like, what did you do? Or
See, I love it though. I love it. I love the convenience of apps. I love not having paperless. I'm gonna be able to check my account. Everyone's an account manager now. Back in the day, you used to have to call the bank. Hey, check my account, check this, that. Now you have the app. You can see what you're spending. You can see your interest rates. You can see everything. So it's kind of like your own account manager, which is again that account manager at the bank now doesn't have a job because now we have the apps.
It's a lot easier for sure, though. I mean,
also with the app too, we have people asking with the people with the program. You guys are asking about the programs or fitness programs we have. I mean, people were asking about that. Touch on that. I had a guy ask. He said, "Can he order the Titan apparel from the app?" So he's kind of confused. If you could just clear that up a little bit.
All right. So the fitness program and the app. There's no items to order as far as clothing on there. That's just getting the programs as far as the diet and the fitness programs. So if they want to order apparel, they can go to the website www.titanmedicalcenter.com. and go on there, the clothing section, order the clothing. You can also go to the fitness page from there, the fitness tab. So they can just go to titanmedicalcenter.com, one place, and kind of look at all those tabs if you want to go and explore different areas. But the clothing's on there, the book's on there as far as, ordering. And then the Titan Fitness app, you can go in there and read about what you're going to get with that as far as the diets and the fitness programs and everything that comes along with it. So we can always direct them to the site and stuff like that. And if you guys still have questions, you guys can call or text, and we'll be able to walk it through right over the phone if you guys need that.
Or if you guys need the clothing too, you can come here. We sell it here in-house now.
Right.
We got the Titan Strong shirts. We got the sweatsuits. We got the hats. These hats are flex fit. We also have the box fit. We have the snapbacks. We got the
girls tank tops, leggings.
What are those new ones? Like a crop top? It's like a crop top on sweats.
You got that. Yeah. I mean, we got so much. We're gonna get more too. So actually, we're working with another company at the start. We're gonna get a heck of a lot of new, different items and colors. So I'm excited about that. And the clothing feels like amazing. Like the shirts are like 10 times softer than what we have right now.
Right. Guys, and the clothing is good too. It's not just the way it looks.
Yeah.
I mean, this is quality. It's real Nike. It's not, this is real Nike. I've had this. I've worn this to the gym and I sweat like crazy. I wore this during my prep. I can wash it and wear it out with, like, you know, some nice shoes and a watch. You can wear it all over, but it lasts, guys. It looks the same way as it did when I first got it. So if you spend money on it, it's going to look the same way it did 2 years ago. You know, if you shrink a cotton tee, it's going to shrink. But for the most part, the stuff's quality and it lasts a long time.
And that's what it's all about, guys. Quality therapies, quality clothing, quality patient
quality
care.
every damn thing.
Everything. We're going first class in every way, every day for you guys. So
optimal
that's what it's about.
That'd be good, like a tight shirt, optimal everything.
Yeah, optimal everything. I like that. Yeah, I like that. That's a good idea. Yeah, optimal everything.
Yeah, because it's all around.
It is.
It could be life. It could be health.
It is.
It could be family.
It definitely is. Live sports, not what they used to be.
At all.
Nothing.
At all. I mean, if the Super Bowl, if it wasn't for, I don't even know. I mean, I probably wouldn't even really know that the Super Bowl is happening. Like, if it wasn't for people telling me. I mean, you could watch highlights, you could rewatch it. You know, when I was, even 10 years ago, 20 years ago, like when I was in, you know, like a kid or in school, it was like, it was talked about so much. You were excited all day at school. Now it's just kind of, I mean, if you're going, it's a big deal. But if you're not going, it's kind of just like another day. I mean, it's not like, even if your team is playing, it was a big deal. But it used to be like huge. Now it's like,
it's thrown by the wayside a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, even I'm a Patriots guy, so obviously I want my Patriots. But even if they were in it, it's kind of like, I'm not glued to the TV the way I used to be. I don't look forward to it. Like whether it's boxing, whether it's football, live TV is not the same as it used to be.
I don't think it is either. Boxing's not the same like it used to be. That used to be really hyped up. Used to be waiting for those heavyweight fights. I don't even know who the heavyweight champion of the world is.
I don't either. Yes,
and then there's so many different organizations out there. I can't even count. So, you know, it's hard to keep track of all those different things. And now you're talking about the NFL, right? So now we have the XFL coming. So the Tampa has an XFL team.
Yeah, that's good.
And I have, you know, I think they're the Vipers or something like that. So I don't know. I mean, they failed before in the past. They've tried to take on the NFL, and I don't know the NFL. I don't know if they took a hit still because of the whole, you know, there's the knee thing and all that. There's been some touchy situations where people have been trying to pull back from the NFL, but I mean, they seem strong. It's just going to live sporting games, really cool, really good as far as doing that. Watch on TV like it used to be anymore. It's not the same.
TV's not even the same.
It isn't.
Like when I watch TV, it's almost like I watch it because I'm paying for it, but then I realize I don't even want to watch this. Like, I'd rather just go to YouTube or Netflix or be selective as to what I want to watch. As opposed to just watching whatever they're showing me.
It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, you know, when reality shows hit, because I remember 15 years ago, 16 years ago, somebody told me, they're like, yeah, like Hollywood's going to go away. It's going to be all reality TV, and reality TV really took over. And they took a front stance in TV out there, so that's what most you see. So it's not actors, not paying a whole bunch of actors. Those big budget movies they paid for, but as far as low budget and stuff like that, reality TV, it's a lot cheaper. So now it's like, I even looked at like Facebook or social media where politics is taking over to like, it's like reality TV. I don't know if you've ever watched. You know, I'll go between a couple channels. You know, they fight, and it's hilarious.
Battles and the way they amp it up like a movie.
Hey, dude, it's like it's serious, you know. But you know that's all we're gonna go into. But yeah, it's pretty crazy as far as that goes. So don't take it so serious, guys. You know, it's crazy out there what I see on the internet, and I'm sure you see it, and everybody else sees it. I'm sure because it dominates. But it's something to bring up, and don't take it so serious, and don't fight about it. You guys shouldn't talk about religion or politics or anything else, and it doesn't matter. So just leave it to the side, focus on something positive.
But that's another thing, too, is what you said when you said you could go to the event. So before, I used to get excited to watch live TV. Live TV is not that exciting, but if you can go to the event, just go to the event. I mean, you can't go to every event, every game. But you guys in the city, instead of watching the game on TV, go to the event. Actually, you know, smell the popcorn, see the field, hear the baseball, hit the bat. You know, get the whole experience a lot better than just sitting at home watching on your tablet when you got everything else going on. You know, I can't remember the last time I actually sat and watched the full game.
Oh, wow.
I'll watch a little bit of a game, I'll step off, I'll do so much, come back 20 minutes, an hour later, or I'll just watch like the first quarter, and then I'll watch like the last 5 minutes. This is not exciting anymore. I don't know, because I know I could just always go back. Like, instant replay, that's the only thing we had was instant replay. Now, like if okay, what happened in the second quarter? Oh, it was a crazy interception. Oh, I'll watch it later on YouTube.
It's true.
I'll wait till the fourth quarter to watch the end. Yeah, so it's kind of like, yeah.
You know, it's definitely a whole different experience for sure. And then like following these athletes too. So like back in the day, like Jordan or Barkley or whoever your favorite player was, I see them a lot more. I don't know. Maybe I don't see it as much. I don't see it in kids as much as far as like wearing these jerseys, talking about like I'm gonna be like KJ or Kevin Garnett or whoever it was. You know, it was just dominating the sport. And that I don't know if they still do that. I'm around my son and stuff like that, and I don't see those kids emulating the athletes like they used to a certain degree. I don't know, maybe high school or that.
It's true. They are dressing like them, or even like with the Dream Team, the USA team. I remember when I was being a little kid, everyone had the Dream Team jersey. Whether you had the Jordan, the Bird, everyone had the USA jersey, the Pippen. That was like the squad. Everyone was in the team. So it's like everyone had like USA team every year. I haven't seen anybody wearing the USA jerseys.
No, man.
It's just not, even the Olympics is not the same.
I know. The Olympics are a little bit different too. Yeah, I agree.
Track and field is exciting to me. That's the most exciting thing to me to watch in the Olympics. Everything else is just kind of like, I'll just YouTube it later.
Yeah, so
no big deal.
That's another thing. So I heard, I've heard and I've read and I want to make sure it's verified, but pole dancing has become a professional sport in some instances. What I've been hearing.
Yeah, I've been hearing that a lot too.
So
Google that one.
So let's Google it so we can give you guys the facts and not the myths. And if you guys know the facts about it, bring it up. Thank you guys for all tuning in to the Titan Lifestyle with Big Dru. We're here just chopping it up, talking about things, out there and stuff. It is, right?
Look at that. And could now be included in the Olympics.
Okay, so now we're talking about professional, like officially, what does it say? So we're reading this correctly, officially made a sport. Okay.
Olympics.
So I guess anything can be made a sport, but it isn't going to be included in the Olympics. It's not a fact yet, but it could be. So it's pretty serious out there. I don't know if anybody did watch the Super Bowl and the halftime show where they had J-Lo and Shakira. It's made a lot of headlines too on social media.
I don't understand the big deal.
Dressed or the pole or whatever.
No one made a big deal when Lizzo was half naked.
Yeah, I agree.
Because she's brave and she's so
Yeah, but she wasn't afraid to be.
She's not afraid to show her body when it's not the typical bikini body, and she's applauded for it. And then someone with the bikini body that looks great to be the age of 50 wears less clothing, and she gets bashed for it. I don't know. I want to know how it's going to be judged. Like, how are they going to judge this? Is it going to be difficulty? Is it going to be? I mean, because the only people that really know how difficult that is either pole dancers or strippers.
Yeah, they got to. They got to be pole dancing. I mean, pole dancing to some extent, and then the judges have got to have some sort of
the different
experience.
holes and stuff. I don't know, like how they're going to judge.
I mean, the moves.
It is entertaining. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I mean, some of those have done some.
Not even. No, I'm not even talking about from a sexual standpoint. The girl, I don't even care about that. I'm in the fitness industry.
Yeah.
I see people with the women with the best bodies in the whole world all the time.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the sexual aspect of it. They can have sweatpants on, and it's just the acrobatics of it, like gymnastics. It's kind of entertaining.
It's hard.
Yeah, it's hard. I've tried to hold myself up. I'd break my arm.
I mean, think about this, and just going back to the fitness aspect, where if a guy did a flag pole, like the position, where they grab onto a pole and then they put their body straight and it looks like a flag, that's tough.
These girls do that like.
I don't even think I can do that. I know, a couple of my friends can do it for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe they practice. I don't know, but I can't do it for sure. And I think I've got a pretty strong upper body as far as that goes. So, and lower and core. So, at that point, it's tough. So these girls, you got to give it to them. It is athletic to a certain extent. I mean, they definitely got to be able to move up and down the pole correctly and do these moves.
I know Sheila Bleck. Sheila Bleck's from Tampa. She's a bodybuilder from Tampa. She's won the Tampa Pro a couple years. She beats the Olympia. Yeah. She's big into the pole dancing now.
Oh, really?
With the Batista's wife actually has a company over at a local gym over here. She does pole dancing.
Gotcha.
She's actually been doing it with her, and she's real athletic.
Yeah.
And just seeing her, that looks hard. Like
for sure.
The holds, I can't even.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about in that light. I don't think it was that bad. Maybe people took it in a different light with the Super Bowl and stuff like that. I think, honestly, at 50 years old, and Rodney was just in here the other day where he's turning 50 this month. At 50, that's not what usually the 50-year-old women look like nowadays. So, you got women hating about that. Guys making excuses at 50. Hey, listen, I used to look like you. Or Rodney said this was really funny. So he says, people say, like, I used to look like you. And these guys are younger than him. Listen, man, like, I was on this earth before you, and at this point, so it's just funny. But, yeah, listen, pole dancing officially made a sport. Now, I don't know whether it's regulated or how it's made a sport either. I'll have to read more about it.
They're going to have the complete drug testing, too.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, so I think that's going a little bit. Well, I don't know. I guess the stronger you are, the better it is. I don't know. I don't know how that would work, but I've seen some really skinny, alcohol-induced women get on poles and do some really cool tricks too. Yeah. So I'm not being. I've seen professional women that haven't took a drink do pole work too. So I mean, it is what it is, and we're talking about in a professional manner, guys. So I want to bring that up. All right, so CJC. CJC 1295. So people ask all the time, how can I bring my natural growth hormone levels up? My first response to everybody is always, I guess, diet. Diet's a good thing, right? Because you need food, and these things can help with the body and regulate. Sleep's another one. Working out and stuff like that could help with raising IGF-1 levels, which is your natural growth hormone levels. But at the age of 20, we know that those levels are going to start decreasing, or they're going to not produce as much. So 30, 40, 50, it starts getting lower and lower and lower. Your body starts going through the withering process, is what I call it, and it starts dying or shriveling up to a degree, or not working as properly, or things breaking down. So growth hormone's a big one, and I've seen this out there a lot because now I'm seeing over-the-counter supplements saying that they are selling IGF-1, real IGF-1 or real growth hormone. So that is really messed up. I've seen a couple companies out there, you'll probably know who they are, especially after this one. But at that point, they're selling real IGF-1. So real IGF-1 has to be prescribed, and that's what growth hormone.
They're selling like anyone can just buy it.
Yep.
That's not
Like
gonna
a supplement company type deal.
That's not gonna last.
Yeah. Well, these are the claims that are being
Enjoy it
made
while
out
it
there.
lasts. Whoever's doing it.
Yeah. So if it's real, now listen, that's a great marketing play too.
Yeah.
You could say HGH in a bottle or whatever it is, and it's not really HGH. It's whatever the proprietary blend or what the ingredients are, and they're just doing that as a marketing play, and they can do that.
Yeah.
And it's deceptive. It's deceptive marketing, but you can do that. So real IGF-1 needs to be prescribed. That's what growth hormone turns into in the liver, so you get the benefits from it. So growth hormone, when you take it exogenously, and we talk about it all the time because people ask me, I want growth hormone. I'm like, dude, real growth hormone is really expensive, and you can't suppress your natural levels if you take it over time and too much.
Yeah.
So people are like, all right, cool. They're like, what else can I take? Then you go to CJC 1295 with Ipamorelin. And I know you like the MK677.
Right.
So the difference between CJC 1295 and MK677 is it's an injectable GHRH. So it's a growth hormone releasing hormone that's going to stimulate the pituitary to produce your own IGF-1. Now, the thing about CJC 1295, the difference to the MK, it doesn't stimulate hunger like MK677 does. So, if somebody says, hey, listen, I want to gain a whole bunch of mass, I want to stimulate my appetite, that's when they really go with the MK677. We know it's going to stimulate the appetite, you're going to raise IGF-1 levels. And studies, I believe, we're at 123% of raising IGF-1 levels. That's a lot. That's a lot. So I think your IGF-1 levels went up too, if I'm not mistaken.
mine did go up. Yeah, they did go up.
So, all right, so we've proven that through blood. We know that through clinical studies. Now, CJC 1295, it's going to go up, but it's not going to go up to the percentage I've seen MK677. It just doesn't. But you're not going to get water retention. You're not going to be able to be appetite, hungry, or stuff like that. So you're not going to eat down in the house. Because anybody that takes it literally tells me, listen, man, I'll eat everything. And when I take it, I ate everything.
Yeah, it's almost the way you can. It's hard to explain because normally when you eat everything, your stomach feels so full and tight.
Yeah.
I eat everything and I still feel like hungry, like I haven't ate. It's weird. Like so when I hear a lot of times people like, oh, I take MK, I can't stop eating. It's weird because sometimes you do feel like you can't stop eating, but you don't feel sick.
Yeah.
Like you don't have that nasty, oh, I'm bloated. You just feel like, damn, I just ate. Like I can't stop. Like your body's like constantly. So yeah. So, it doesn't
Yeah, so CJC 1295 with Ipamorelin, that's a GHRP, it's growth releasing peptide. They both help synergistically stimulate the pituitary and the posterior and anterior of the pituitary, so different parts of it, to help produce more of your natural growth hormone without suppressing it or overstimulating it. So that's what you do with real growth hormone. You're going to overstimulate it, put exogenous amounts in the body, put more than it needs. It's going to overstimulate it, and at that point, possibly depend on it. So you don't want to really have to go there if you don't need it. Right? Some people I see out there, they do a lot of amounts of growth hormone, and who knows if it's real or not. I don't know. Some people I've seen on blood testing, really good, and some people not so good. So, it's Russian roulette out there, what you guys are really going to get. So it's hard to base what your regimen is on that. So make sure that you guys are at least blood testing this. And if you guys want to stimulate your IGF-1 levels or growth hormone levels, CJC 1295 with Ipamorelin, both in the same exact medication, so they can take it at one time. And it's usually good before bedtime. Usually say it's in the morning, like right when you rise, before you eat, 15 minutes before, or before bed. Usually bedtime is your highest levels of when you stimulate IGF-1 because of the healing and recovery in your body, and you're going into that deep sleep. That's another thing. We'll talk about that, I guess, next Friday. Sleep. How important it is. I want to make sure we go over that because a lot of people miss that portion, I think.
Yeah, and two, it's not just like what you said, deep sleep. There's different levels to sleep. So I mean, you have to be in that REM, like that deep sleep. It's
that
different.
trance 5 sleep.
Yeah, you just take a cat nap and say, you know, I'm refreshed. You have to actually be asleep. So I mean, different levels to it.
Yeah, well, you burn out, I guess, to a degree. I don't know. That's how I feel if I don't get good sleep for a couple of days. I feel like a zombie, you know.
Yeah, and then it's hard to catch up.
It is.
Yeah, I always try to get a nap. If I work out in the morning, obviously I don't sleep. I mean, I sleep before I go, obviously. But if I work out at 6, I always try to sleep around 3:30. For like an hour and a half just to get off, and then before I go train, get my body a little bit up. But if I don't get that nap, I feel like crap.
Yeah, naps good. Naps are good. So if you can take them, hey man, get some naps in. Honestly, I mean, I know some of the guys out there that have had the best producer of gains per se when they sleep the most and eat.
Yeah.
So if you're training, sleeping, eating, that's all you have to do, man. God bless you, and do it. Take full advantage of it because I mean it's serious right there. That's definitely the way to get it.
Don't be afraid to tell people you have to sleep too. A lot of times people, especially people if you have kids, if you have other obligations, especially I see women a lot or with the kids a lot by themselves. Depending on the kids are old, tell the kid if it's old enough. I need to go to sleep. Like, don't wake me up. Tell people, hey, I'm taking a nap for a couple hours. Don't bother me. Tell people, because if you say, I'm going to go to sleep, you try to catch a nap. If you don't click your phone to the silent setting or it's on vibrate, you don't do anything. You're going to go to sleep, you're going to wake up, then you go to sleep, you're going to wake up. You're not going to have that REM, that consistent sleep. So turn your phone off or put your select contacts to the emergency people so only they can reach you. So you could actually sleep with no interruptions.
That's right. That's what it's all about. I know some people that do different things, techniques to really get the sleep too. Some people use the little eye shades. Some people I know put the little ear things in their ears.
Yeah, I have the surround, the rain sound.
Yeah, so it's just different things. For me, I just want to make sure if I do have their phone, like an emergency phone call, that I can hear it and I can't wake up because I'm a pretty light sleeper. Really, to be honest with you, I go into deep sleep, but I mean I can wake up. I hear something stirring or. My kid or whatever it is. Yeah,
that's why I have to crank the rain sound, so it's like it almost seems too loud at first, but then after a while, I have to have blackout. I have to be completely. I can't have any type of light in the room either.
And it's true, man. Like waves and stuff like that, crashing and stuff like that, really does help sleep. It helps you go into a deeper sleep.
Water and wind.
Or relax. I'm right there with you, man.
Water and wind.
That's my favorite. I think meditation wise, I don't meditate, but if I can close my eyes and think about a beach and putting my feet in the sand. And hearing those waves crash and watching them, I literally can lower blood pressure. I feel a lot better, and it's good, to get away. And if you can do it, man, you guys can teach yourself to do these things. So these are really, really easy tricks that you guys can do and work on yourselves. All right. So, don't just take the hit.
Yeah. Basically, if somebody, don't let people walk all over you. I guess.
That's it.
I mean, I'm trying to put it into professional.
Yeah.
Professional way.
Yeah.
Don't let anybody.
PC.
Yeah. Don't let anybody walk all over you. If somebody does something to you, don't just say. Don't be afraid to let them know that they affected you. A lot of times people get screwed over, so to speak, and all they say is, "Oh well, it's my loss.
Yep.
I just know better for next time."
Yep.
I'm not like that. I like to let the person know that you screwed me over, or for whatever reason that you're not supposed to do that.
Yep.
And then just let them know that. Don't just let them walk all over you, because if you let someone walk all over you, you don't do anything about it. They're gonna do it to the next time. If you start stepping in and letting them know, then it's like word of mouth. Don't mess with this person for whatever reason. But
that's right. So man.
You don't want to mess. Don't push me around.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that, guys. Don't take kindness for weakness on other people if you think you can do that, and don't just take the hit. So if you do take a hit, and listen, we all get hit, right? It's about getting up and doing what's right or being motivated by that hit. Don't let it knock you down. The first thing is somebody does take a hit in some way, shape, or form. They're in shock, they're depressed. At that point, and then they get mad. So use that energy to motivate yourself to do whatever it is. And you can take a hit in a lot of ways. A business fails, relationship fails, somebody tries to scam you or something happens like that. And you're just like, man, you're just in awe, you're just really mad, or you're like, man, I cannot believe this happened. I really believe like literally taking that energy and throwing it into a positive way in shape or form, whatever it is. And it's even telling you, like people used to tell us, and this is the motivating self, you can't do this, you're not going to do this, Titan's not going to work, whatever it may be. And that's really what the fire was. It was like, I'm going to prove to all these people that this is going to work, and this is really what we're going to do out here. So, that's really where it's at. And I think a lot of people, there's some good motivating coaches out there that have taught this, and people have told me, and I've literally just used it, like contain that energy and then throwing it forth into what we needed to. So it's awesome.
Contain the energy, and when he says contain the energy, I don't want you guys thinking that contain the energy means retaliation. If someone screws you over, it doesn't mean retaliate. It doesn't mean use your energy to retaliate. Use your energy as a learning experience, and you use that to use it in a positive way next time. It doesn't mean retaliation. Everyone's time will come. Karma is crazy.
Yes.
So, use that energy in a positive way and don't retaliate. Retaliate is pretty much, it's just going to cause more problems. Then they're going to retaliate. It's going to be back and forth. It's going to cause more negativity. Easier said than done. I mean, if somebody messes me over, I want to knock them out.
For sure.
But try not to retaliate. It's only going to cause more problems in the long run. It's going to be more people involved, and it could be money and legal, and just, it is what it is.
So, what I was, like he was saying, use that fuel to force yourself into a positive direction for energy. Don't use it in a negative way. That's what I was saying, for sure, 100%. And that gets through the next thing. So back in the day, right, I know when my dad was growing up, and the old schoolers and stuff like that, things were handled usually by word of mouth, handshakes, or even fists sometimes. Right? So if there was a disagreement and people got past that point, people would knock somebody out, or they'd fight it, and it wouldn't be that big of a deal. They'd separate them. As long as everybody wasn't seriously hurt. I don't think they just went their different ways, and they were really mad at each other after that. But nowadays, literally, you push somebody or whatever like that, it's assault, whatever it is. So you really have to be careful. I'm not joking around. Even spitting on somebody nowadays is something like that, where you should never spit on anybody, because that's one of the lowest forms of things you could do to somebody. But at that point, even pushing somebody, or if somebody screws you over, you going on and knocking them out. Now that they could possibly sue you, or you're caught on camera. And that was one of our things today. Cameras are everywhere.
Everywhere.
That's one thing I teach my son too. I'm like, listen, man, cameras are everywhere. So you always make sure that you are like yourself right now, every second, is always thinking there is a camera on me. And I think that, and I told him, I said, you can, because in my house I got like 13 cameras. I got 3 in my bedroom, like crazy
everywhere.
setup.
I mean, I see people. I mean, even people that live in and you hear people have cameras in the house, they have security systems. Usually you think of someone that has, decent sized house cameras and that. I know people that kids in USF.
Oh, yeah.
They live in USF college housing that's 20-year-old kid that he has a camera on his apartment door, him and his roommates.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone has cameras, not just the houses. It's that everyone has cameras. That's everywhere. From your phone, there's stuff you can order online where there's cameras, the necklaces, the earrings, they can listen to you. It's not only just thinking of if you're doing something illegal, which you shouldn't be doing anyways, but just privacy.
Right.
I mean, if you have your shirt off and you're in the mirror or in the window, everything is being recorded. Next thing you know, you're watching YouTube and you're one of the guys on there.
True.
You're one of the guys on there. I don't know, walking around naked or doing something crazy. This is cameras everywhere.
Yes.
I hate it because I always feel like I'm being watched, because you usually are.
Yes,
I mean,
definitely.
As a kid, I used to steal a lot of candy and stuff from the store. But I couldn't even do that now. As a kid, I used to go to the store, steal candies and grab the Playboys and put them in a jacket and stuff. Now, everywhere, cameras everywhere. I don't advise you guys to steal.
Don't.
Nobody steal.
Yes.
I'm not saying we should have cameras. We shouldn't have them so people can steal. But just they're everywhere. They're staring at me.
They're everywhere. Cameras are everywhere.
Staring at me all the time.
You're based on a TV show 24/7. Every day, all day, everywhere that you go, parking lots and stuff like that. So, and like I said, I've told my son, I'm like, listen, you're on camera everywhere, so you make sure. And I remember when I took Sharice out to Vegas, what was this, 10 years ago? 10 years ago. I took her out to Vegas. I'm like, listen, cameras are everywhere, especially in Vegas. Cameras are everywhere, so don't do anything wrong, because these people they will see everything and they will come down. So she got the full treatment of Vegas scene where cameras were everywhere. So I'll leave it at that. But it was just nuts as far as that goes. So you guys watch out, and if you guys are going to do something, you guys better make sure there's no cameras on you, or somebody's not around you that pulls out a cell phone, because every cell phone has cameras too.
Yeah, and you guys got to be careful too. If you have something that they want, I mean, extortion is huge right now with the camera things.
God.
People are recording you wanting you to say the wrong thing,
Yes.
wanting you to do the wrong thing, to use that.
Yes.
And they're literally, there's people out there that just record people every day, or go into businesses and try to sue them, or go to this or that. So I mean, they're watching you, they're recording you, waiting for you to mess up. So
They want you to mess up, like you said,
like
for
you know,
sure.
hey, the next thing you know, you got to pay me this, otherwise I'm going to release this. I mean, it's all the time. You got to be careful.
It's careful, guys.
It doesn't just happen to celebrities; it happens to everybody.
Oh, it happens to everybody, for sure. I think those are the easiest targets, guys. So make sure you guys are protected. Even on your computers, there might be a little camera hole. You might want to cover that up. Some people do, some people don't. You know,
or turn it off.
You know,
Go
turn
to
it
your
off.
settings and go to your cameras and don't give them access to your camera or microphone.
Tape for sure.
Yeah, tape's a good one. You know, Mark Zuckerberg's doing it. You know, there's probably a reason why.
Yeah.
You know, that guy, he knows what's going on more than we do on the internet and on these things. So I would definitely just take precaution in what you guys are doing, what you guys are putting out there. Tell your kids to make sure that they are aware of what they're putting out there, because it's forever out there. You know, that's what I told my son. I'm like, you know, back in the day when, let's say, you know, something happened in the school that somebody did something embarrassing, you know, it would travel by word of mouth pretty quick. Think now with a cell phone, one message goes out to the masses. Everybody has seen it, and now you can't pull that back.
Yeah.
You know, and at that point, these people have that. So,
Yeah.
you know, just be careful what you guys are doing. Girls too. You know, I see. You know, people are open than ever, more open than ever too.
Yeah.
I mean, they're more open to share more in detailed things about themselves now than ever before. Think about some of the pictures we see on Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah.
Some of the profiles you see.
Yeah, or
some of the
even
different things.
not just pictures, text message. You guys send a text message. That text message is pretty much there forever. It's not on your device; it's there forever. So someone's gonna see it. So be careful. Even if you delete it off your device, it's out. And once it's in there, once it gets sent, it's out there somewhere.
Yes, it's out.
So I mean, they
it's
can
out
pull it
there.
up from wherever.
So you guys be careful, be on the caution about these things. All right?
Yeah.
So guys, the Titan Lifestyle Show, Friday, every 2 p.m. with me and Big Dru. Don't forget, guys, the Titan Medical Health and Lifestyle Show is going to be on Sunday, 11 a.m., ABC, from Sarasota to Crystal River. It's been really good, man. It's actually been getting a lot of pickup from that show. A lot of good direct messages from you guys. Comments on Facebook. Some of you guys liking some of the segments. People are liking the Cupid's Candy, or like Cupid's Corner, excuse me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so it's been pretty good
Good,
relationship-wise. Even where my attorneys wrote me and said, hey, listen, I got to watch your show. My wife really likes the Cupid's Corner.
That's good. We'll keep it going.
I'm like, hey,
Keep it
man,
going.
like, you know,
Yeah.
so, but me and Big Dru got some cool segments coming up on
Yeah.
there. So I think we threw our segment in there for shopping when we went shopping one time for the clothes.
You forgot about
Yeah. We went to Dick's, got
Yeah,
the Titans clothes.
Dick's. So we're going to have to redo one of those because I think it's time to get some new gear. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm ready. I'm always ready for new gear.
It's time to get some new gear. So new Titan gear's coming, new shopping. We might have to go to the grocery store too and get some video on there. Your meals compared to my meals.
Oh, that would do.
Get our cards.
Yeah, that would be,
You know what I'm
perfect.
saying?
That would be
See
perfect.
what it would really cost you to eat like one of us.
Yeah, I
I guess.
know. I know people love shopping videos, food videos.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
It's cool. Yeah.
People are always interested to see how us as bodybuilders get to be this big.
Or regular people, man. I mean,
Or anybody,
honestly,
anybody.
to gain some size or to lean up and stuff like that, there's different diets that you guys can do,
Yeah.
and that's essentially what it is, man. It's, you know,
or just preferences. You know,
Yeah.
different people preferences.
definitely.
It's kind of like the reality TV we were talking about earlier. You know, people just want to see what people do. So I'll watch a guy that has nothing to do with bodybuilding or anything go to the store and pick out dog collars because it's like it's I have no interest in that, but I just like something to do. So
it's entertaining, man.
Just watch us do random stuff that doesn't have to do with us being in the studio or us being in the gym.
Yes.
Just
Definitely
right
want to show you guys a little bit behind the scenes. Like the video, so we did a behind the scenes, or made a behind the scenes video for Gasparilla. You were in some of that, but that was fun. Wait till you guys can see the full length video. This full length video is crazy. I think, what is it, 14 or 15 minutes?
Yeah, it's an experience. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's long, but it's good and very entertaining. So it should definitely keep your interest, guys, and show you guys what me, Big Dru, Titan crew all experienced out there. We were out at Gasparilla 2020 with 93.3 and Kane from the Kane Show, which was awesome.
You guys can see what Art, our camera guy, has been doing. He's the camera guy. Art is our camera guy. He's the guy that does all the media. He's the guy that's in here right now. He's behind the systems. He's the one. He's the one that puts everything together to let you guys be able to see this. He's the one that does the videos. He's the one that does the pictures. You guys ask me who does my pictures. It's Art. You can check him out. Go to Facebook. Check his page. Titan's all over the place. Shout out to Art for always taking care of us. Making me look big on camera. Making me look big on camera.
Don't forget, guys, the newsletter. So if you guys don't know about the newsletter, every week a newsletter goes out with a therapy of the week, like CJC 1295 with Ipamorelin we talked about this week. All the events coming up, other Titan things, the apparel, the book, everything you guys want to know about Titan gets updated every week. If you guys are not on that list and you want to get on the list, all you have to do is get on your phone, you text the number 22828 and text Titan Medical to that number. 22828, text Titan Medical to that number, and you guys will be on the list, get in the database, so you guys can get the newsletter every week.
And therapy. This week's therapy.
CJC 1295 with Ipamorelin. So GHRH with a GHRP. If you guys want to break down layman terms, it's basically stuff that will help your body, your pituitary, stimulate its own growth hormone, so you guys can get the benefits of that without having to go and try to suppress it or take regular, very expensive growth hormone that hardly nobody prescribes out there. So it's a good way so they can go and use that.
And if you guys want the Cupid, you guys have been hearing me talk about the Cupid. Valentine's Day is coming up, so it's perfect to get the Cupid. You might want to call today, get it taken care of now, because if you call today or tomorrow, we might be able to get it out to you within the week so you can have it for that special day. Cupid, I got mine ready to go. She has hers ready to go. I might get the camera out. It's going to be crazy.
So for that, guys, I'm glad you brought that up, because there is a special. I was going to release a video after this. So on all libido enhancers, there is going to be the Valentine's Day special. So we're going to do Cupid's Candy at a discounted rate. Our Superman, Superwoman's at a discounted rate. We've got Scream Cream at a discounted rate for you guys. So at that point, if you guys want to know more about Scream Cream. So basically what Scream Cream is, guys, and I'll just go over it real quick, because I don't really push it out there too much, all right? But Scream Cream is a cream that involves a couple different ingredients in there. And what you can do is you can rub it on either a guy or a girl, and you rub it on either to the area of the girl, and it basically, it vasodilates and stimulates that area to make it more sensitive. So for multiple orgasms or for orgasm. Or for guys, it will increase blood flow in the area, the extremity. Now, this is the only thing that I don't like about it, and I'm very honest and transparent about these things because I've used these things. So it's good as far as using it on, but if you can penetrate with it and it can go internally, but and it can be taken in orally, I guess. But that's the big thing. So if you're into a lot of oral pleasure per se with your partner, it might not be the best route. If you don't care, then it could be a very good, effective tool that you guys can use in the bedroom, both parties. So that's a big one. But if you don't want to use any creams, that's fine, because we've got troches and all these other things you guys can take orally with Cupid's Candy, which is PT141 formaldehyde. It has oxytocin in it with tadalafil, which is Cialis, or you can even do sildenafil, which is Viagra, the main ingredients. So at that point, you guys can pick a couple different combinations. If you guys want to know more about these combinations, it's very easy to do too. You don't have to do no blood work is necessary. All you do have to do is fill out the new patient paperwork, see the medical provider. We can set that up very quickly, very fast, so you guys can be good to go for Valentine's Day. Or you can be a current patient, call in, talk to us about it, and we can go over these things with you and hook you guys up so you guys have a great Valentine's Day.
So if it's topical and it increases blood flow, my question is this. Could I rub it on my biceps and work out and get more of a pump in my biceps?
Yes. Now, this is my only thing about that. So you can rub the cream on, right? But why rub the cream on when you can do the injectable?
No, I'm not going. I'm gonna stick with my Hercules. But I'm just saying, I'm just thinking, it could.
Absolutely, listen, it could be a second tool to be able to rub on. Now, so let's say you took Hercules, right?
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm taking my Hercules. I'm not going to stop that for anything. But I can put it on.
It's got a couple different things, but you can put it on your arm. Increase blood flow, vasodilation, bring blood to that area. Absolutely, it could definitely be effective in that area. Definitely. For sure. I mean, I guess you use it for multi-purpose, like Drew just said.
Anything that increases blood flow is good for me. Because,
for sure.
You could probably put it on your abs, put it on your core, increase blood flow, thermogenic, go in the sauna.
Possibly.
Use it for sex, use it for sauna, use it for. It's kind of like a topical Hercules, like what you said. So,
almost to a degree. That's really cool.
I wouldn't want to put Hercules in me.
No.
So I'll stick with the topical.
This is another thing too, guys. We're going to be doing our injection clinic. I think we have one already set up here in Channelside. So at that point, we have an amino blend that has glutamine, arginine, ornithine, lysine, L-citrine, almost all the components of Hercules. at lower dosages that people can try, so they get a free injection. So that's a game changer for us. Or B12 shots, we'll have those too, so people get a free B12 shot.
With the new labels, I see people asking, we have new labels now, the labels look great, bottles look great.
Yep.
Do we still have the same names? Is it still called Hercules?
Yep.
Is it still called Nectar of the Gods?
Yep.
Is that still on
Yep.
the bottle, or is it going to be listed, the pharmaceutical, like the ingredient of it?
No. So the ingredients are listed on there, but the names are too. So,
Okay, so it's
when
gonna
we
be
look at
both.
the new bottle,
Okay.
it wasn't very big, and these were the first labels that the pharmacy produced like that. But the next round of labels, the Hercules potion will be more prominent per
Okay.
se. So it's half and half because
Right.
they wanted more. And our biggest thing was just patients want to know exactly what's in the bottle. So it was
Yeah.
put up real big at what's in the
Yeah,
bottle.
yeah, that's why I like it that
People
way
want
too.
to know,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
they want to
yeah.
know, but they also want to know, hey, listen, I'm getting a Hercules potion.
Exactly.
That's the big thing,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you know, because other people can say, listen, we're trying to make this blend,
Right.
but it's really not the same.
So same ingredients, guys. Even though the bottles, the labels or the bottles have switched up.
Yeah.
Unless we tell you otherwise, or unless the website tells you otherwise.
Absolutely.
Same exact ingredients, just a better look and better for you guys, easier for you guys to read.
I mean, that's what we really wanted to do. We wanted to really advance things and progress things, and that's why the labels look a hell of a lot better.
Yeah, it looks good.
They do, and
It
we have.
confused me though. I got mine. I was like, they sent me the wrong
Yeah.
thing. I had to like look at it, but
Yeah.
then I was like, okay, it looks good. The labels,
Yeah,
whatever.
they definitely did, and we will progress more in the label aspect. So if there are questions, if you have questions about your label or your bottles or anything, just call or text us, email us. I know they're having an issue with some of the text messaging today. That's what Sharice was telling me. So I want to make sure you guys are getting through to us. So if you don't get a response on a text message, it's not us ignoring you. Please call us or email us. Let us know, and we'll call you at a good convenient time if we need to. So that'll be big. So the game changers, as far as that goes, those are definitely going to be ones as far as libido enhancers and stuff like that. I mean, there's a lot of different ones that we do that we don't even list out there. So
Right,
at
right.
that point, and
We'll fix it.
PT-141 could be injectable too.
What?
PT-141. So that's actually what
It's
it's.
Cupid.
Yep, Cupid's. So it's one of the main ingredients in Cupid's candy, but it's FDA approved for women's libido enhancement.
Is it sub-Q IM?
Sub-Q.
Sub-Q, okay.
Sub-Q for women if it is injectable, or males.
Okay.
Males get the same effect. And it's, like I said, that's what it's FDA approved to do. So
If you guys aren't familiar with sub-Q and IM is intramuscular, which means it goes into the muscle,
Yep.
delt, glute, quad, whatever. And then sub-Q means subcutaneous, which goes under the fat.
Yep.
So you basically just squeeze a fat piece or lift the skin up
Yep.
and just go underneath. You can go on your stomach. Stomach's the easiest place.
Yep.
People go other places, but it's real easy. So if you hear sub-Q or IM,
Yep.
I heard people say IM, like what is that? Is it a pill? IM is always intramuscular,
Yep.
and sub-Q is subcutaneous under the skin into the fatty deposits.
Yep.
Just
That's
so you guys know
absolutely
the
right.
difference of sub-Q and IM.
and IV is intravenous.
Yeah.
So you guys will hear that now. We've been
No, there's
doing
no
a lot of
Hercules
IVs,
intravenous.
man. Oh.
No, intravenous Hercules. No. But if we get it, I'm gonna take it.
Yeah, so
if we get it, I'm gonna take it.
we can pump that amino blend in there along
Yeah.
with that, so you do get
Okay.
some of the components.
Okay.
And then honestly, you could up the arginine in there in the IVs, and you can, because that's a vasodilator and blood flow, and literally jack it up. Like I know our nurse practitioners before she worked. Chanel, she went before she worked out. She got an IV, and we kind of like boosted her up in some of these different aspects. She was like, "That's the best pump I did," and I really had to rush through my workout. So, and she takes Hercules, so she knows the differences, which is really cool to have. Have your medical provider be able to take these therapies, know how they're going to affect you, know how they affected them, and kind of give you that result and kind of give you that experience. I mean, there's not a lot of doctors out there that are taking these therapies, or medical providers are taking these therapies and be able to pass on that experience to the patients. They're just telling them, "Oh, this looks good on paper. You should take this." That's kind of what the difference is too, guys, of what you guys are going to get as far as patient care from our medical providers. It's really cool. Blood in house, everything. We postponed the grand opening. We were supposed to do that this Saturday. A lot of stuff came up. We aren't ready. I don't want to do a half-ass opening. We'll not do that. I mean, we're in full spectrum running and everything like that. But for you guys, presentation-wise, I want it to look pristine.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be. We could easily do it and still be great, still be big, still be packed. But yeah, it's gonna be even more crazy. Guys, he's like a perfectionist, so it's got to be perfect. So hey, it is what it is. It's still going to be great. It's going to be even
Sharice
better
is
now.
worse than me. So
yeah.
at that point, we're going to make sure you guys get the the first class experience Titan Medical is known for.
But as soon as we get an exact date, we'll let you guys. Do we have an exact date yet or no?
She's here in a couple weeks.
Okay.
I'm not going to lock in a date because I don't want.
All right, we'll let.
I'm not going to do that again for sure. I'm going to make sure that we're ready and that we're set in stone and ready to rock and roll. And I'm going to check all the dates around here for any big events. Make sure we don't clash with anybody else.
Yeah.
And make sure that we're good to go. But it should be really great. We're going to have all kinds of giveaways for you guys out here. So if you guys are coming into the area or in the area, come by so you can possibly get some of these giveaways. We're going to do like $1,000 in services, free amino, vitamin B12 shots, maybe a couple free IVs. I don't know.
And I'm also giving away a free meal plan to somebody that day. I'll be picking out, hand selecting one person to get a free meal plan.
Yep.
Again, I take time doing my meal plans. They're customizers. It's going to be customizers for you.
Yep.
And again, my meal plans aren't cheap, so you're getting a good job, getting a good.
Get a lot of
deal.
value,
Good
guys.
deal.
A lot of value there. So, guys, we are nationwide, so we can service you in any state. There's a couple states we don't really work with, Ohio and Idaho. Those are the really ones that we don't work a lot with, but everywhere else we can. So Las Vegas, Robert brought up, can we help you in Las Vegas, Nevada? So we can help you guys. All you have to do is call or text 727-389-3220. We can service you in your area to make sure you guys are taken care of and get the full Titan Medical Center experience. Another thing, guys, I want to bring up because this happened like twice this week, so I want to make sure that everybody knows. So Titan Medical Center, I fully own the trademark federally. There should be only one Titan Medical Center out there. If somebody's trying to pass their name off as Titan, they are not Titan Medical Center. If they're not located in Florida, they're not Titan Medical Center. We will let you guys know the official locations of Titan Medical Centers out there. So do not let anybody scam you guys, fool you guys to think they are associated with us. Because I've seen two people out there that said that they sent over a different Titan health paperwork from some other place, and they want to come to us. But they thought it was our new patient paperwork that they filled out. So I don't want you guys to get scammed like that. The only way that you guys can get the new paperwork is on our official website, titanmedicalcenter.com, or you guys can get it emailed from us at titanmedicalcenter.com. That's it, guys. So,
and if you think you're getting scammed and you've already been done paperwork, or you've already sent something in, or you've already talked to somebody, call 727-389-3220.
Yep.
Ask them, and they'll have everything on file. They can verify it for you, so then we have peace of mind. Like, okay, this is the right Titan. This is the right one. TitanMedicalCenter.com, not TitanMedical.com.
So if you guys are in Texas,
TitanMedicalCenter.com.
we're not there in Texas with a location. I heard there's a place out there doing these things. So they've already got the letter to stop, and I'm building the case. So I want to make sure that you guys know, and if you guys get duped or trying to get duped, or these guys are doing this to you, let me know so I can add it to the case. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you, guys. It's good to a certain extent that people try to copy us out there or try to beat us, but it's bad to the extent for the patients out there. I don't want them to get duped or anything to happen to them. So I appreciate it, guys. Another Titan Lifestyle with me and Big Dru.
Another Titan Lifestyle was a good one. Ready to eat, as always.
I'm hungry too.
We'll keep you guys posted with the grand opening. Shout out to everybody who watched.
Thank you, guys.
That's it.
We appreciate it, guys. We'll see you guys this Sunday, 11 a.m., ABC. Tuesday for Titan Talk Tuesday, and next Friday for Titan Lifestyle with Big Dru.
Titan Talk, let's go.
Tuesday. Later, guys.
Tightened up. Y'all better tighten up.